Maisie, are you there? We have to have a serious talk right now. I've had just about enough of this. Did you really eat my food out of the fridge? I made that food for me to eat and put the leftovers in the fridge to be my meal when I got home. Now I have nothing to eat.
Hey there, Cheryl. Nice to hear from you too. If you really must know, Barry told me that it was if I ate that stuff. So, I don't get why you think it's okay to be coming at me like this when it isn't even my fault. If you're really going to be so upset over this, maybe next time you should make enough food to feed the whole house. Have you ever thought of that?
And just what makes you think that I should have to cook your food as well as my own? Aren't you capable of cooking your own?
Did you seriously just say that to me? Are you being serious right now?
You know, I was okay with it happening if it was a couple times a month. I can let things like that slide. But you've been stealing my food out of the fridge almost every day now. I buy all of the ingredients myself, and now I've been paying for 2 or 3 people's worth of food just to have enough for myself. If you really want to eat my cooking, then the least you can do is help pay for it.
Wow, I really just can't believe you right now. Are you seriously trying to extort your husband's little sister for money with this shtick?
Look, I remember that you once told me that you worked freelance and only ever took home about $1,500 a month. It isn't like I can't understand why you would want someone to pay for your food.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just figured that since we're sisters-in-law now that you would want to make sure that I was always taken care of. I mean, my brother is letting you live in his house after all. It really is the least you could do. But honestly, to try and steal from your own sister-in-law like you're doing now? Well, I guess I just never thought you were that kind of person.
Are you seriously bringing this nonsense up again? You know that this isn't how things really are.
Well then, why don't you tell me how things really are then, huh?
The house that we're all living in belongs to my parents. How many times are you going to make me repeat myself?
Well, that might be true, but my brother is the one who earns all the money at home, right? So basically, if it weren't for him and his income, we wouldn't be able to live here, right? So the way I see it, the house really belongs to my brother.
You do know that I also have a job, don't you? I mean, you do realize that we both do leave the house every day to go to work where we have to earn our own income, right?
Right, but the main earner for the house is actually my brother, right? I mean, he earns more than the rest of us.
But the fact is that the house is my parents' house. It's my childhood house. You do understand that, right?
Cheryl. Don't you ever get tired of having the same conversation over and over again? I mean, can you really not see how selfish you're being? I'm going to show all these messages to Barry and make him set you straight. You're going to regret going up against me.
Cheryl, what is the matter with you? I just finished talking with Maisie and she told me all about the horrible things that you were saying to her. I thought I told you that you need to quit fighting with her. I think the least you can do to make up with her is to cook her dinner tonight. Honestly, how can you be so selfish and cruel to someone like Maisie?
All right then, Barry. I can do that if you pay me for the food that Maisie is going to eat.
Excuse me? You can't be serious about that, right? I know that you didn't seriously just suggest that to me. Do you even hear yourself right now? Honestly, sometimes dealing with you can be so difficult.
You probably already know this, but Maisie actually puts a lot of stock into you around here, even though it's my house. She seems to think that you have the run of things because you earn the most money. And yet, despite earning all that money, why aren't you doing more to pick up your sister's expenses if you pity her for having them so much?
Oh, what? This again? I don't think we really need to open this can of worms again.
Listen to me. Maisie used to only come over a few times a month, and I had no problem with it. But now she's here almost every day and is driving me up the wall. This house belongs to me, and I would just like a bit more privacy while here.
I see. So basically what you're saying is that you're going to try and go against me, the real breadwinner of the house?
Wait, what? What are you talking about right now? Please tell me that you didn't actually just say that. Do you even realize how ridiculous you're being right now?
That's right. I finally get what you've been trying to say this whole time. And if that's how you're going to be, then I will always take Maisie's side over you.
You can't be serious about this right now, right?
No, of course I'm serious. I'm the older brother, and it's my job to watch over my little sister. She's my family, and it's my duty to take care of her. You're the one in the wrong here.
And just what are you going to do about it, huh? Kick me out of my house?
Well, I have no other choice. I mean, if you're going to treat my little sister that way, then you have to be punished somehow, don't you think?
Hey, why don't we all calm down here for a moment and think really hard about this? Are you really sure there isn't something important that you're forgetting right now?
Don't try and come at me with your usual threats. They aren't going to work on me this time. Maisie and I are going to stay at my parents' tonight, but tomorrow we're both coming home, got it? You have until then to move out of the house with all of your belongings in tow, or else I am divorcing you.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I could always try and go to stay with some friends or something then.
I don't care where you go, just get out of this house already.
All right already. I understand it. Well, goodbye then.
Just stop texting me and leave already. If you can text, then you can pack. We want you out of this house right now. Hey, Cheryl, are you there? I'd really like to talk if you have a second. I feel we haven't talked since you left the house. I'm wondering if enough time has passed for you to think about what you did wrong. I just want you to know that if you're ready to apologize, then we can let you back in. But until then, you aren't allowed to come back home, okay? I mean, honestly, what is the point of keeping up all this fighting? For pride? That's silly. Just come back home and apologize to Maisie and I, and we can put all this behind us. Don't you see that?
Cheryl, are you there? Please stop this already. I mean, just how long do you think you can keep this up? All you have to do is come back home, say that you're sorry, and then my brother will forgive you for everything. Don't you want to come home? Don't you want to save your marriage? You can do all that, I promise. You just have to come to us and say that you're sorry for everything. Okay, seriously, Cheryl, what is going on here? Why are we having these heavy boxes being sent to the house right now? What is the meaning of this? Barry's gone to work, and I can't seem to get a hold of him. I need answers now. Do you understand me? Get back to me when you see these messages. Cheryl, are you there or not? This strange old couple showed up at the house and they wouldn't leave until I beat them up and threw them off the property. I told them that the house belonged to my older brother, but they just didn't seem to believe me. They told me that they left the house to their daughter and didn't know how I was.
Maisie, are you serious? Have you seriously not figured out what's going on here yet?
Cheryl, you finally answered me. I want answers, and I want them now! Who were those old people? Are they friends of yours or something? Did you send them here to try and kick us out of the house? How could you be so cruel?
Do you really think those two old people are just complete strangers, totally unrelated to this situation? That was actually the second time ever that you've met those people.
Well then, who are they? I seriously have no idea who those old people were supposed to be.
They were my parents! Duh!
Wait, those two people were your parents?
That's right. My parents moved away to another state about 5 years ago because my dad got a transfer in his job. He just finished his stint away, and the two of them are finally coming back to their home. All those boxes that are showing up are full of their belongings.
No, you can't be serious about this. I mean, it's not their house. It belongs to my brother.
Maisie, you know that we've gone over this again and again and again. I told you that the house belongs to my parents.
But, so, you were being honest about all that?
Of course I was. And just because you tricked yourself into seeing it some other way doesn't change the facts on the ground. Did you seriously think I was lying about any of what I said?
So then, whose name is it on the deed to the house then? Yours or your parents'?
If you really want to know, my dad is written down as the owner of the house. I was taking care of the house while being allowed to stay in it while the two of them were away for work. That was just before Barry and I got married, and I invited him to move in with me and live together. Now, do you realize that you've been officially kicked out of that house?
I guess so. I suppose it would be weird for me to keep staying here if your parents were going to be living here.
Good. I'm glad we have this settled then. Now, why don't you run off back to your house already?
Hold on a second. What if my brother just buys the house from your parents? What do you think about that?
You're not serious about that, are you? You want him to buy the house.
Of course I'm serious. I mean, just think about it. If Barry buys the house, then nothing has to change at all.
Yeah, I really don't think that is going to work out well for you at all.
Why not? It's the perfect plan. I mean, Barry works for a huge company. Surely he earns enough to buy any house that he wants.
So I guess you really had no clue about any of the truth after all, huh?
The truth? What do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
This is going to be tough coming from me, but Barry only takes home about $1,700 a month.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? My older brother only earns $1,700 a month?
Well, even though Barry and I work at different companies, we're both about the same position in our respective jobs, and I make double what he makes.
Wait a second. You earn twice as much as Barry makes?
That's right. Although I guess I should make a connection. We're of similar rank in the company, but Barry is a temp, and I'm not.
Wait, what? Why am I just hearing about all this for the first time? What is going on here?
It was about a year after Barry and I got married. He made a huge mistake that ended up costing him his job, and he has always had trouble finding new work after that. He had actually stopped looking for some time before I told him that he needed to do something, so he went to work for a temp agency. Ever since then, he's been doing the same thing.
Seriously, I had no idea about any of this. I mean, is my brother really just a temp?
You can choose to believe me or not. It really doesn't affect the reality of the situation either way. But you should know that I've been paying for all of the utilities, food, and everything else that we've all been using at this house. That is why I have a problem with you spending more and more time here and suggesting that I pay for everything that you need as well.
I don't believe this. This is all too much to take in at once.
Well, anyways, I say all of this to explain to you why your brother won't be able to just buy this house like it's nothing.
So he's just another bum? Earning nothing?
I'm glad that you finally understand the situation. Now please, pack up your things and leave my house already. I can make sure to send some of your boxes to your address. The sooner you leave, the better.
But my parents are going to be so mad at me if I go back. Please don't make me go back there. You have no idea how strict they've always been. But if they found out some of the things I was saying to you or doing, then I don't know what they'll do to me.
Don't worry. I actually already called ahead to your parents, explained to them everything, and asked them not to be too mad at you.
So, you talked to my parents about all this already? They know about everything already? Oh no, this is really bad. What am I gonna do? I'll be in huge trouble back home.
That's right, I did. I imagine that they will be somewhat mad, but I don't think either of us can really blame them for that, right?
I suppose you're right, but I'm really scared.
That's okay. You just go on home now, okay?
I'm so sorry for everything I did and said before, Cheryl.
Cheryl, are you there? This is really serious. You had better get back to me. I had completely forgotten that your parents were getting back here today. Why didn't you ever remind me that they were coming today? I just got back from work and I saw the two of them there waiting for me. They looked so pissed. When I walked up to them to greet them, they both just started yelling at me, launching into this tirade about all the things wrong that I've done. Not only that, but I heard that you told Maisie about my job? Why would you do that? You've completely ruined the image that she has of me. Now my only sister hates me, and it's all your fault. Even my parents don't want me to live at their place anymore. What am I supposed to do? You have to help me.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We're getting a divorce.
Wait, what? You can't be serious, right? You really want to end things with me? I don't even understand what I did that was wrong. Please don't do this to me.
Of course I am. I am very serious.
But then I'll have nothing, no one. What am I supposed to do without you? Please don't do this to me. I need your help. Cheryl, please, come back. You can't leave me.
Without anywhere else to go, Barry had no choice but to try going to his parents' house one more time. Barry's parents have always really liked me, and when he went back, they were still furious with him for what he did to me. They also had no idea he was working for a temp agency. After our divorce, he found a new job at a famously strict company. Although even after starting work there, he never regained the confidence of his little sister. I heard that he didn't even last long at the company, and was eventually forced to go back to his parents for a second time. Maisie, now totally disillusioned with her older brother, decided to enroll in a beauty class and studied until she found a job at a salon and raised enough money to move out and live on her own, away from the rest of her family.
Hey Allie, are you free now? Hey Lisa, where do you think I am right now? Come to think of you, I haven't seen you in a while. It seems like your sister and her husband is doing drop-off at kindergarten. I'm traveling right now. For a week? It's just a turning point right now. I have another week left. That's such a long trip. That's why your sister is taking care of your son. Exactly. My son might get a father from this trip. A dad? Do you know since I've been divorced my husband 2 years ago, I'm a single mom? I wanted to give my son a dad, so I've been trying to find a decent guy. So that means this trip is with your boyfriend? Exactly. I texted you because I wanted to let you know that it's related to you. To me? Why does it matter to me? I guess it's faster if I show you the picture. What? This is my boyfriend. Wait a minute, this is my husband, Michael. Exactly. So the trip that Michael said he would go on with his friends from school, it was an affair, a trip with you, Lisa? Exactly. Why? What? Why is it my husband? It's obvious. Your husband is next CEO, and the company is pretty big right now. He has very high specs. I think he's the perfect father for my son. I don't think that's what your mom wants to say. Anyways, I think it's normal to find your future husband from a single man. Are you crazy for going for a married man? Well, if you divorce him, Michael will be single. I'm saying you should find a single man from the beginning. Whatever you say is too late anyways. Michael is mine. We are both connected by heart and body. You. Oh, I will pay you alimony. I'm going to have a nice life with Michael, so money isn't a problem. That's not the point. You need to calm down. After we enjoy the trip from the week, we will be back. Come home now. You've told me everything now and I can't let you be for another week. No. Lisa. There's no point in texting Michael. What? Didn't he tell you that he couldn't reply to you during the trip? Did you do that? Of course, I wanted to enjoy my time with him, so I made him turn his phone off. What? Does my husband know you told me about the affair? Not yet, but I'm telling you now so when we get back it's easier for him to get a divorce from you. So, you made this decision on your own. Don't say that. He's going to love this surprise that I'm preparing for him. Well, anyways, I'm going to turn off my phone as well. See you in a week. Bye. Good morning, Allie. This is Lisa's sister, Haley. Thank you for giving me your contact information the other day. Hello, good morning. I'm sorry to text you so suddenly, but do you know anything? I can't get in contact with my sister. What? My sister is on a trip with her current boyfriend right now. I had to text her because of an emergency. I've called her many times, but she doesn't answer. She doesn't read her texts and doesn't reply to my emails as well. I also contacted the hotel they were staying, but it seems that they have checked out. I have no idea where she is. So, you have no idea where she is? Exactly, so I'm texting all the moms from kindergarten. Lisa has her phone turned off. Why? She doesn't want people interrupting her trip with her boyfriend. I think she'll keep it that way until she gets back from the trip. Do you know anything? I don't understand why she has her phone off the whole time. From the looks of this, it seems that you don't know whom your sister is dating. Yes, she said that she can't introduce him to anyone yet. She told me she would tell me when the marriage is final. I see. So I guess she knew that it wouldn't be good if people found out. What are you talking about? Her boyfriend is my husband. Are you kidding me? She sent me a picture of them flirting on the trip. I'm going to ask them about the details when they get back, but according to the picture, I think it's true. I'm so sorry about my sister. I can't believe she did this again. Again? I'm going to tell you since you're involved now. My sister got divorced from her ex-husband because she cheated on him. Her son wasn't her ex-husband's child. I see. I'm so sorry. It's not for you to apologize, but you're also being forced to take care of her son, right? You're also a victim. Thank you for thinking about me. I don't know what to say. So you said you want to contact your sister? What happened? Well, actually, your mother is sick and she might not make it. Is that so? We are in an unpredictable situation. That's why I'm trying to contact her. I see. I guess you don't have time to text me right now. My uncle is looking after her right now. I'm so sorry to tell you about the affair at a time like this. It's okay. Now I made my decision. I'm going to cut ties with my sister. I don't care what you do to her. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go back to my mom. I'm sorry to cause you trouble. Yes, please take care of your mother. Hello, Allie. I'm on the bullet train right now. I'm on my way home now, so I turned my phone on a week. It was an amazing trip. He loved me so much. I am so happy. Well, I guess it's not a good story for you. I'm sorry to go on the trip with your husband. By the way, have you processed with a divorce? I want to marry him and become rich. Anyways, it's great that people aren't going to talk shit about me anymore. Know that I'm going to marry a rich man? I think my mom is going to shut up. I am at your mom's funeral right now. What? What funeral? Are you talking about my mom? Missed call. Explain what's going on. I'll text you when it's over. Allie, what are you talking about? Is this a prank? It's a pretty bad joke. Missed call. Missed call. Hey. Lisa. Allie, you need to explain what's going on. My sister isn't replying to me. Yes, your sister is busy with the funeral. I don't think she has time to look at her phone. What? I heard your father passed away a while ago, and she wasn't able to contact you at a time like this. She's doing her best right now. So, is it true that mom died? I don't have the personality to make jokes about someone's death. It's not a prank? The night you turned off your phone, your mom was in a dangerous state. She tried for a few days, but sadly she passed away early morning the day before yesterday. No way! I thought she was going to smile at me again if I married a rich man. I see. Is that why you were still my husband? Exactly. My mom was so mad at me when I divorced my ex-husband. I would assume so. So next time I said I should marry a rich man so my mom doesn't have to worry about her future. I was going to be able to tell her that. Hey, your mom didn't want that. You don't know anything. You're a stranger. Your sister Haley told me the story. My sister? Your mother knew that you were dating a married man again. What? There's a will. A will? The official release hasn't happened yet, and I don't think I should tell you, so you should ask your sister. Hey, Haley. Hey, sis, you finally turned your phone on. About mom. I'm at the crematorium right now. Oh, the family is waiting for it to be over. So it's true. Did Allie tell you? I bet you texted her after the trip and she told you about the funeral. I'm guessing. I am. You don't have to come over. What? I won't even allow you to pray for mom. Don't come to her house either. Ever. Hey, Haley. What? Allie told me about mom as well. Yes, the official release is going to happen soon. Mom told me a little while before her state became critical. She said that you won't understand anything with words. So she said that she left everything to me. What? She looked very sad. Why? I was about to tell her that I'm going to marry a rich man. If she knew I had a boyfriend, why would she do that? Why don't you understand? Why is it? I don't think she cares if you marry a rich person or not. I don't think that's the problem she had. Then, but it can't be a married person. What? Mom always said that my happiness was the best. Mom was sad that you were trying to gain happiness by bringing others down. She said the happiness you gain from bringing others down is not going to last. Mom was sad because she thought that you can't gain happiness this way. You can't tell me now. We've told you many times. What? But you just kept interpreting things in your own way, and you didn't understand Mom's feelings. And now you had an affair with Allie's husband. You repeated the same thing you did 2 years ago. Because I don't want to hear excuses. Haley, I'm cutting ties with you. What? All the relatives know about your acts as well. I don't think anyone's going to help you. What? Also, your son is going to be raised by us. We're going to adopt him. No way, I'm the mother. How can you say that? You left me to raise him. What? He likes us more than you already. What? We should discuss this later with a third person. I have to go back to where everyone is, so see you later. Hey, Allie. I see you have talked to your sister. Well, I'm going to tell you what I want to tell you now. Why are you so strict? I'm going to divorce my husband, but he's not rich. What? The current CEO is my father. It's not his father? I'm his only daughter, so Michael was going to be the new CEO. What? But if Michael doesn't have the skills, and I might be the next CEO, or it could be another person who has amazing skills that are not related to us. We're still at that stage. Are you kidding me? So there is no way that Michael is automatically the next CEO. No way. Also about Michael, the company has decided what's going to happen to him. What's going to happen to him? It's outrageous that a man who is supposed to become a CEO has an affair. It doesn't matter that he's getting a divorce from me, but he is not going to be the next CEO. What? He also had the affair while he was working, so he also interrupted his work. It's against so many of the company's compliances that he is going to be fired. What? That means he's not going to have anything left. Exactly. It's all your fault, though. Anyways, I'm going to demand alimony for the infidelity. My lawyer will contact you. What? Well, that's all I have to say. How can you do this? I just lost my mom. And my sister is trying to take my son as well. Do you have a heart? How can you say that? You can show me a little bit of mercy. I'm not going to show you mercy. Why? Anyways, excuse me. Arranging a week of mixed emotions has passed. I got a divorce from Michael. He made excuses a lot since he thought he was just having fun with Lisa. But when I told him I would go to court, his parents also talked to him and it was solved in 3 days. Lisa is also going through a custody battle with her sister, but it seems like her sister is going to win. She also broke up with Michael because she told me about the affair before Michael agreed to tell. Both of them are working hard to pay off the alimony. Now Lisa is not even allowed to stand in front of her mother's grave. She texted me once saying she was sad and she was lonely. I didn't reply and blocked her.